Why did William Afton hurt all those children? Why would he kidnap kids, but even stuff them into suits? Families left searching for years while William would not even shed a single tear and instead laugh. Today we're going to deep dive into a story that no one talks about, how a good kid was forced insane. Hello, my name is Peter, and if you're new here, subscribe as I cover stories that you'll never find anywhere else. To understand William's pain, we have to look deep into some of the books. In The Silver Eyes, Carlton, one of the characters, has thoughts that hint that William had a really unhappy life. We learn that hurting others made William feel like he finally had control over something. One quote says, his family didn't appreciate him. To understand William Afton's cruelty, we have to go back to the start of his childhood. As a kid, William sat alone in his room, tinkering with broken clocks and rusty springs. While other boys played ball on the street, he sat cross-legged on a cold wooden floor, twisting wires and playing with gears. His father called it a waste of time, and his mother was too drunk to notice anything. But his brother Evan, he noticed. Evan would always ask William what he's building and even sneaks him tools to help. But most of the time, his creations would be smashed and thrown away. You see, his father controlled everything. Everything in the house, when to speak, when to eat, when to flinch. And when William tried to help his dad, he would always say, "You're weak like your mother." This lit a fire in William so much he was going to show his dad that he didn't need to have muscles to be strong. So he came up with a plan. For weeks he worked in secret. The gears had to be perfect, smooth, silent, strong, a machine that could lift 5 times his strength, and maybe then his father would finally nod, just even once. Evan would constantly sneak him different tools to his room until the machine was finally complete. However, the night before the big reveal, something bad happened. While William went to go get some wires, Evan stayed behind and kept watch. He looked at the machine, proud of his brother. Heavy chains, shiny gears. Out of curiosity, Evan wanted to see if the machine would actually work. He climbed onto the platform and pulled the lever. The chains, they groaned, the gears turned, but something slipped. William, on his way back, heard a scream. He ran as he heard the sound of grinding metal. The platform was literally tilting, and Evan's foot got caught between the gears. His body slowly began to twist. William grabbed the controls, but the lever locked tight. It didn't move at all, no matter how much he pulled. Evan then started to scream, saying, "Make it stop," but the gears kept turning. William was doing everything he can until the screams grew silent. William let go of the lever and mumbled, "I'm weak," as he saw his brother lay lifeless. His family shattered after that night. His father barely spoke a word, and after a week, he walked out the front door and never came back. Not a note, not a glance, just silence. But to make things worse, his mother would be next, found laying on the couch with empty bottles on the ground. William didn't sleep for days. His eyes were dark until one day he read obsessively. Books on souls, machines, forbidden formulas, energy that would stick to objects. He believed he could somehow attach his brother's soul to metal. At first, William tried small, innocent things like mice. He would trap them for days, watch them starve, whimper, and at their final breath, he would press their bodies to cold steel. But nothing happened. He theorized fear was energy. So in his next experiment, he took a bird and plucked its feathers one by one and tested it. Nothing happened. The experiments got bigger, from stray cats to dogs. The machine roared day after day until he saw a twitch in the metal. He swore he heard breathing inside the metal casing, but was he actually hearing things? He started scribbling in his notes. Fear, pain, final moments, that's the key. As the years passed, his workshop dripped with filth, fur, blood. The scent of rot literally stuck to the walls. He sat down in a corner, knees pulled up to his chest, eyes twitching with exhaustion. He whispered to himself thoughts, equations, and apologies to his brother, saying things like, "Fear is energy, fear makes it stick, and I'm sorry, Evan, I'll get it right. They never believed in me, but you did." The machine hummed even when it wasn't running. Was it all in his head? He scratched at his arms until they bled. His notes became scribbles and symbols until a thought came. He needed his subjects to be stronger, have more energy, have more innocence. He formed a plan to create Fazbear Entertainment, the company behind Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. This gave him access to the locations and possibly his first victim. One night, he saw a girl. A little girl locked outside the restaurant after hours. Her name was Charlie, and the rest is history. William was never weak. In fact, he was strong, just misunderstood and alone. Now, if you want more FNAF stories, like and comment your theories, and might as well turn on post notifications because I'll be posting every day. Peace.